Headshots are part of your package. They are essential. You cannot do anything without those headshots, so let's chat about them. When you're a beginner and you don't have much of a package, like you don't have a lot on your resume, you don't have a lot in the demo reel, that's fine. But what the most important part is that you have a great set of headshots. And I'm not talking about like you took a selfie camera and you did your own headshots, or you asked your best friend to take photos. Like, this is done professionally by a professional headshot photographer that actually specializes in acting headshots, because they are a beast of their own. So I'm gonna break down everything when it comes to headshots, the tips, the do's and don'ts to get you all set up for your new set of headshots, or some old ones you wanna get rid of and you're getting a new set, I guess, as well. When it comes to the look of your headshots, you want to make sure that everything is ready to go prior to the headshots, that you know exactly the hair color that you want to be for your headshots, you know how your eyebrows you want to get done. Like, some people get their eyebrows waxed. For guys, shaving or not shaving, like, are you usually clean shaven, or do you have like a lot going on? Like, these are things that you need to decide prior to the headshots of how you want to enter into this world, because these headshots are going to be inaccurate. I'm going to say that again, an accurate representation of who you are in this industry. So make sure you have this all figured out, because once you get their headshots, and they're not cheap, so you don't want to get them redone again. The other thing is, don't do anything crazy prior to the headshots. Like, for example, when I went and dyed my hair ginger in the beginning of this year, I thought for, I'm not kidding, 6 months straight about whether I want to do this or not. I'm like, is this like a one-time thing that I'm like, oh, cool, ginger hair, I want to do it, but then I'm gonna like get bored of it after a month? I really let it sit with me for a while, because in this industry, unfortunately, you don't have freedom to just do whatever you want. Like, you can't just dye your hair blue tomorrow and then brown tomorrow and then back to green. The minute you want to change your look, you're gonna need to also change your headshots as well. So make sure that what you're gonna look like and what you want to do to yourself is exactly how you're going to continue on like this for about 1.5 to 2 years. That's roughly when they say you should get your headshot like changed, because you change between 1.5 to 2 years. Don't do any crazy facials. Don't go and be like, I'm gonna go get myself a chemical peel prior to these headshots, because you don't know what's gonna happen to you. Don't do anything that is out of your day-to-day routine. Don't go picking up some new cleansers and giving them a try prior to your headshots. Like, guys, honeys, please don't do this. Like, you don't know how you're gonna react, and they're gonna be freaking out the morning of your headshots because you're not looking the way you're supposed to be, and it's just, you can't cancel at that point. You've already paid for it. When it comes to the look of the clothes, we're gonna say this all together. This is not a fashion shoot. I see this mistake all the time when it comes to headshots. People think that this is a great way to show off new outfits you got, and that's not the case. First of all, you're never gonna see your pants in headshots, hence the name headshot. You're always gonna be like roughly like from here. The most a headshot photographer will do is actually from here, from your waist. And even then, they will actually, when they edit the headshots, they're going to crop it a little bit more. So you're always kind of right in the middle between like your belly button to where your chest bone is, like kind of in between there. So no one's gonna see what your pants are. Wear something comfortable. Either go with yoga pants. A lot of headshot photographers prefer you to wear jeans because they have the loops, and the loops are a great way for you to like add something fun in terms of the poses. So you loop them in and you kind of just like can lean into it. There's pockets, you can use pockets. A great way to even use the back pocket, because it allows you to open up even more. So when you put your hands in the back pocket, like, it's a great way to do something with your hands. It's whatever you prefer. I prefer the jeans more than the yoga pants, but I know people who love yoga pants when it comes to headshots. So please go forth with that, not a problem. The other thing is, you want to wear also comfortable shoes. Like, wear sneakers, like wear something you can stand in for a while. Do not wear heels. Do not wear big pumps or wedges, like, or flip-flops. Like, wear comfortable shoes that you can stand in for a couple of hours, and that you will be in weird poses. Like, you'll be standing like this for a minute and like your body starts feeling weird. So you want to make sure that your feet are like well taken care of when it comes to the headshots. For the actual clothes for the headshots, do not buy crazy outfits. Like, do not buy a piece of clothing that you'd wear to the club being like, this is cute, I love this. You're not showing the clothes. Where do your eyes go first? Do they go to the clothes? Do they go to the shirt that you're wearing? Or do they go to the person's face? If it goes to the shirt, that means this is wrong, because then that casting is looking at the shirt, but they should see the face first. They should look at it and be like, bang, I want that, not what is going on over here. Try to avoid crazy colors, like crazy patterns. Like I have a headshot where I'm in hot pink. That's fine because pink is me. Pink is my color. It really brings out a youthfulness. But the little ruffles that I have on that shirt with like the pink, that's like the most like ruffleness I would do. Try not to wear turtlenecks because turtlenecks cover your neck, they cover your chest, they cover the collarbone, which is great for people to see kind of like the openness of it. So want to refrain from that. What I do really recommend is when you are buying clothes, buy a bunch of them, bring them home, and then what you want to do is stand in front of a blank wall and take a bunch of photos with those clothes and see how they look on camera, because how they look in person is very different to how they look on camera. And that way I was able to like see what works for me. For example, the button collared shirts, I look like a server in them, but I would have never known this until I took a photo of myself and then I realized the black shirt doesn't work because I literally look like a server and I do not want to get casted as a server. The other thing that's really nice to have is layers, like a leather jacket, a denim jacket, a suit, huge. Like a business look is really big because we cast this kind of stuff like the white collar kind of shows, suits, like that stuff, great to have. For both men and women, doesn't matter. A leather jacket gives a little bit of an edge. It gives you a bad bitch vibe. Like that is something extra to always have on there as well. Jean jacket also gives it. I noticed for jean jacket, for men specifically, it makes them look like that college person, like college kid, sometimes even high school. These extra layers are really important to have. I would bring them and I would pair them specifically with the shirts that you have going on. For the shirts as well, you want to also know what look is going with what. Like don't bring a jean jacket and be like, I don't know what shirt I'm gonna pair it. Have this all figured out prior to the headshot photography session. So you know, okay, so my jean jacket is gonna go with the red shirt and the blue shirt because that's gonna be my this type of look. And bring a couple of options. You want to aim for between 2 to 3 looks. Like 3 is really good. I have a couple more looks because it's something extra that I wanted to have, but this is something about down the line you want to get, like when you're a bit more in the works, you're in the industry, you're a bit more advanced, like you can add on more looks and they're going to be very distinctive, specific looks. And I'll talk about looks in just a second, but you want to make sure that everything is strategically planned out to what you are wearing. You want to bring a couple of extra options per look. So like look A, maybe it's gonna have 2 shirts. Look B is gonna have 2 shirts. Because I've had, oh my God, so many times this happened to me. And actually in my last session, this happened to me when I shot with Andrew. I brought in a shirt. I wasn't sure about it, but when we put it on and we took the photo with all the colors, the background, I looked horrible. It looked really bad. And thank God I brought in another shirt for that specific look. I tossed the original shirt, I put in a new one, and the new one that I put worked so well with what I was going for, what I was trying to get casted as. So always try to have a couple extra shirts with you per look. For my ladies, please do not forget to bring bras that are skin colored, that can be strapless, that can have the straps on, that can be like interchangeable. It's really important. And then for guys, I'd always bring one of those like undershirts, like a white one or a black one, just to have something extra, even a white t-shirt, just to put it extra when you're gonna put on your like suit shirt. These are just undergarments that are important to have. For hair and makeup, if you are doing your own hair and makeup, make sure you know what you are doing when it comes to headshots. Watch a couple of videos to know what you're doing for hair and makeup. Like I said, not a glamour shot. You are not trying to put on a full face of makeup. You're not trying to do the most dramatic cat eye look, the most dramatic smoky eye look. You just want to enhance your face. Like just a little bit of things that will make you pop a bit more. You still want to be on the natural look. The same thing goes for hair. You want to look exactly the way you are in your headshots. The way you portray yourself in the headshots is the way you're going to look identically in those self-tapes. If you're never gonna wear eyeliner, do not put eyeliner on in your headshot. Do not do makeup looks that you are not gonna be able to recreate again. Same with your hair. If you can't curl hair, don't do your hair curled because then you're never gonna be able to pull it off for your self-tapes. If you're doing a makeup and hair with a hair and makeup artist, make sure you have the looks figured out prior to the headshot session. So you know what look is gonna have the more dramatic hair and dramatic makeup and what look has the least amount of hair and makeup. Like my pink shirt one and also my blue collared shirt for my recent headshots, those have the least amount. Anyways, those have the least amount of hair and makeup in there. So I actually did those shots first, and then I went building up from there on. You want to remember for headshots that less is more, honeys. This is really important. I see this a lot where people go get their headshots done and they do this like insane dramatic like red lip, and I'm like, why though? Like if you're gonna do red lip, you need to do a red lip for that look all the time. So I don't really recommend it because a red lip, for example, is so distinctive. It gives you such a distinctive character that you almost look like just only that character. So I really avoid big, massive, bold colors when it comes to the makeup. If you were doing hair and makeup with an artist, you don't have to bring any of your hair stuff, none of your makeup. You just want to make sure that you have washed hair from like the night before, and they will come and do their thing once you're at the session. If you're doing your own hair and makeup, bring everything, your hair colors, your straighteners, your wands, like whatever you use and whatever you're gonna be using, your hairspray, bobby pins, like teasing combs, like every makeup thing that you're gonna use, all of it. The headshot photographer is not gonna provide any of that if you're doing your own hair and makeup, so make sure you kind of know what's happening. The headshot photographer doesn't have time to hang around and wait for you to kind of figure out what look to go with, so please make sure that that's all figured out prior to the session. Sometimes some headshot photographers will have you sit, some will have you stand, depends on what you are comfortable with. I prefer to be standing to do all my photos. I do not like to be sitting. Sitting forces me to slouch a little bit, forces me to kind of like really come in. I don't like that. I find it harder to sit straight, really open. You wanna remember for posing is that you wanna be in the camera. You don't wanna be turned off. They wanna see your neck. They wanna see the collarbone, the chest, the shoulders. Do not be slouched. You're not doing any of these crazy stuff where you're like this and like that. Your like hands are not trying to be in the way. They want to see this. Honeys, this is what's gonna cast you. This is what's gonna get you in that room and get you an agent. So please, keep it open. Ask for direction from the headshot photographer if you are new. They will know that you are new and they'll be happy to help you and kind of guide you away. A good headshot photographer will do that. When you're doing the photos, ask to look at the photos in the camera. Be like, hey, I don't know how I look. Can I take a look? Because I like notice when I do my hands in my back pocket, I look odd, but in my mind, I think I'm looking pretty good in a certain way until I looked in the camera and I'm like, oh, I'm actually not into that. Okay, great, let's change it up. So you can ask, be like, how do I look? Can I take a look just so we see, kind of gauge where I'm going with this? Super, super, super important. The last thing we're gonna talk about is archetypes. So this is like the looks of what you're gonna do when it comes to the actual headshot. So if you are new to the game and this is your first round of headshots you're ever getting, you're gonna wanna go with two looks. Very simple, a dramatic look and you wanna do a commercial look. Your dramatic is like drama, sad, sexy, secret. So this would be probably your more volumized look, your bit more hair, a bit more makeup going on, probably the more like leather jacket, even maybe like the collared shirts, like that's the more drama look you're going for. The commercial look is literally called a commercial because this is what you're gonna be submitted for commercials. This is smiley, I'm happy, I'm the bubbly person, I'm the girl next door, very positive, light. You're literally selling a product. Like, I love toothpaste and I go to college and I have toothpaste every day. Like, I don't know, some shit like that. Like, you are happy about it, you are selling yourself and you're selling the product. That's the commercial. Once you kind of move on in the industry and you kind of start figuring out like what you're getting casted for and what you're going for, you can then start going for a little bit different. You can then do, it's called an upper class, middle class, and a lower class. So upper class would be shows like Suits, like you're a lawyer, like big CEO, business type. Your middle class would be something like the mom or the dad. And then the lower class would be like the working class, like the cop, the college student, high school student. So kind of you will be able to differentiate it based on what you usually go for. Like, I don't really go for high school. Unfortunately, I'm 27, but on camera, I kind of give a little bit of an older vibe. So my working class was a cop look. My working class was also a bit more of a college kid. When I did my middle class, young mom all the way, what's up? Like I get put out for that all the time, young mom. And my upper class was more of like a businesswoman, like a very CEO businesswoman. That's what my upper class was. Now, once you really know what exactly you go out for all the time, then you're gonna step into, it's called archetypes. Archetypes is like legitimately like the jock, the bully, the girl next door, the sexy vixen. Like you are specifically doing looks based on those archetypes. For example, like Jennifer Aniston. Most of the time, like let's say 10 years ago, she would always go for like the cute girl, the girl next door. And most of her headshots were based on like the girl next door because she has that archetype. She always played the girl next door. Angelina Jolie, femme fatale, sexy vixen. She would probably get those headshots done in that area all the time because that's what she always played. These are specific archetypes that you are always being casted for. So it'd be great for you to do your headshots based on those archetypes. Honeys, this is the end to headshot video. I'm so excited that I did this. I know a couple of you are getting your headshots in the next couple of weeks, months. So I really hope this helped you and you were able to kind of figure out what's going on. I am so excited to see the headshots and to see the look. Remember, when you get those headshots, when you're in the session, first of all, just enjoy it. Just be in it. Like you're getting your headshots. It's a fun experience. And then when you're looking for your headshots, take your time. Like I took 5 days. Like there's 500 images you're going through. Like you see yourself so much that your brain's like, I can't look at myself anymore. And most importantly, have someone close to you that you trust look at the headshots with you because sometimes they will see something that you don't see because you're looking yourself over so many images. Take the time. Take 5 days to look at these images. Who cares? Take your time. I am so excited for you to get your headshots. I hope it's a good time and let me know what video I should be doing next, honeys. Mwah. Bye, honeys.